always draw Wobbuffet. Beautiful.
Because Wobbuffet had a score of 2, Milo had a score of 1. Actually no, sorry.
No, Wobbuffet had a score of 3 because it was super effective and neutral. So I had a score of 3. Milo had a score of 2, so Wobbuffet
Came first, as I expected. Okay, this is pretty simple. We just click Willow and
it will die by itself. As Lumberry, it's fine.
we can speed up because it's pretty annoying part. That was T-Wave. It's fine. Alright. And there's Milo. This Milo is a little bit complicated to kill. We're going to do a couple of things. One, we switch to Floatzel on Surf. Whenever that's a crit. I wouldn't like to see a crit. Beautiful. Now, highest damage on Floatzel is Thunderbolt. We're going to Volt Switch. I have to check Milo's speed. Just really quick. But it's always correct. Yeah, Raichu's faster, okay. I was checking just the speed, so that Raichu was always faster. Okay, highest damage is Thunderbolt, we're going to Raichu. Nice. And this is the fight. Kill with Thunderbolt. Alright, let's go into the next fight. You're also going to wonder why I led specifically with Heracross. I led with Heracross to be well positioned for the next fight. Because Grunt 7 leads with Credily. And we lead with Heracross. Heracross has Black Belt. We're going to play Charm Trust and one-shot this Credily from full. Pretty bulky, but my Heracross doesn't care. Okay, this is where things get a little complicated, because Torchios comes in. It's guaranteed to click Air Slash. We're going to make a few pivots. One, let's pivot to Floatzel on Air Slash. Okay. We were fine. And now, it always sees a kill with Aura Sphere. We're sending Mach. Nice. Okay. Now, we have to pray that we don't get flinch, because we really want to knock off the Bright Powder. This Torchios is super scary. It's one of the hardest Pokemon to beat in the hideout. Because of the Bright Powder. We have to knock off. Don't flinch. Nice. Beautiful. Good stuff. Now I have to check the range with Raichu. Because I'm free to switch. Okay. We always do it. This is why I also needed Expert Bet on Raichu and not on Floatzel. Because now I switched to Raichu on guaranteed Air Slash. And now let's Fake Out for just a small chip. And we kill with Thunderbolt. Demon is down. The last mon that the Grunt 7 is going to send in is just Persian. It will click Fate Out though. We have to be a little bit careful. It should always be Fate Out. Raichu is always fine. Fate Out max roll crit is 112, we're at 124. But I'm always dead to bite crit. I want to check Toxic Rock. Nah, we're always fine. Okay, easy. We're going hard croak. I wanted to check ranges to make sure that I did everything right. And we kill with Mach Punch, because this thing is normal dark. So it's 4 times super effective, and we say GG's. I don't think it's ever possible to do a riskless back-to-back run 6 and 7 ever. Even if you have a good line into it, because Turkus could have screwed me up with air slash flinches on Mach. But yeah, what you're gonna do, the Turkus is a demon. And it's down. Okay. Now, we have the last back-to-back fight. Heracross once again leading. I think I've led like 3 times with Heracross thus far in the hideout, which is pretty sick. Okay, Cronin is there. Wormadam also coming in. Then Marowak, Starmie, and Probopass. Oh, there we go. I couldn't see for a bit. Let's take every item. There we go. Alright. Heracross is black belt, okay. This needs Mystic Water. Okay. This needs Wise Glasses. This needs a thick club. There we go. Oh, I have to level up Starmie because it's going to be key for this fight. Okay. And I need to teach Psychic. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back in a bit. Okay, back in. So, I have to teach Psychic to Starmie over Confusion, finally. And let's also teach Thunderbolt in advance over Rapid Spin. And Starmie needs an Expert Belt. Probopass was simply Old and Oran. Yep. Let's save. Let's import again. And we have the save button. I have to check one thing on this file. Okay, 15.2 plus delete this. And let's do it 4 hits. 15.2 plus 122. Okay, easy. I just wanted to make sure that my mic was correct. Alright. Let's go in. Let's take this useless nugget. That's not useful unless you want to make money out of it. Okay, I want to make sure that Stormy does that thing against that mon. Yes, main row 100%. Okay. Because I planned for everything, but again, I just want to triple check ranges and stuff. Okay, let's go in. Final back-to-back of the hideout. And this is the toughest one, because it's a 7 versus 6 Pokemon. Let's go in. Alright.
Grunt number 8 leads with an Empoleon. This Pokemon sometimes is very hard to kill in one hit because it's really powerful. It has a good type combination, and it also has a Chopo Berry, which means that most fighting types cannot kill this in one hit, unless you have the best fighting type mon you can ask for and Harm Trust and send this thing to the grave. Look at that dude. He's getting a lot of threats in the hideout. Insane. We got the level up. And this always baits Typhlosion.
Make sure that we have the Mystic Water. We do. We always throw Crawdon on Flamethrower. We can't get Bird because we're sleeping for a bit. Now, Mystic Water, Aqua Jet always kills this Typhlosion. And now it's only Sceptile. The first grunt is already kinda tough because it has 3 starters in all its type combination, primary type combination. There are some added typings like Steel, Ground and Dragon, but... Alright, we can safely go into Wormadam on either Fake Out on Bullet Seed. Okay. And now Wormadam, thanks to the Wise Glasses, always kills this Sceptile. Also I forgot to give U-turn back to Wormadam. We're gonna do it later, we don't need it. Okay. Let's go into the next one. Now, this thing has a choice band and only has explosion. You have one guess on to who are we switching next. Just blow up, you piece of crap, please. Boom. And this is Gliscor. We're going to Probo, I think. I have to check one thing though. Okay, Stormy's left to some crit rolls. I definitely don't want to risk that. Switching to Wormadam, I think. Oh, it goes Fly. Don't wanna go hard Starmie. I feel like this is an int right now. I'll protect. Shadow Claw. I'll get one mana bomb off. Ooh. Is one of them dead to fly? Yeah, I have to protect. Now, does Crawdon ever die to fly? Never, okay. 17 plus 72 is 89, okay, never dies. Can go Crawdon. The issue is that I'm baiting random move after, but what can I do? Okay. Crab Hammer. We always live. Okay, well it's fine. We always kill with Alpha Jet. Who's gonna come in? Okay, let's roll him. I'm going to Probo. Double Edge? That's actually pretty good. Best case scenario was EQ, but that's fine. Uh-oh. Crit is a bit unlucky. Okay. I really didn't want to get crit on this turn. I have to check self-destruct crit rolls. I always die. Okay. I can't risk crit. The problem is that Marowak dies to double crit if it gets the Quick Claw. Marowak is faster, but it could also be... Okay, I'm steering a bit. Because we have to risk Quick Claw into double crit. With Flock crit messes me up. But that's the only play I have, because it could also go boom. Okay, it's too easy, man. See ya. Why did it double edge? I think because of Rockhead AI. I just realized now. Okay, cool. This is GG's, because this should always be Ice Beam. Let me confirm this. Yeah. And let's send Stormy on Ice Beam, and we kill with Psychic. Oof, okay. A little steer, not gonna lie, but now I remembered about Rockhead AI, because all recoil moves get the +1 score, regardless of its effectiveness and all that stuff. Like, this AI is sometimes a mystery, because there are a lot of things you have to play around, including this new AI. But okay, we got out of it. Back to the notes. Alright. We've finished all the back-to-backs. Cool. Now, new grunt. Now there are only grunts and scientists. Lydian, who's gonna come in. Probob is gonna stay here once again. Same for Heracross. Wormadam and Houndoom. Where is Houndoom? There we go, here. We have to level it up though. Because we haven't used him since Morty. I just realized now. We haven't used it for 2 badges. It's crazy to think that. Okay. Sucker Punch. And we teach Flamethrower over Fire Fang. And we give it Speed Share. Because we're not going to use Houndoom probably. Unless something bad happens. Also ban to Lydian. Black Blesses to Absol. Probo needs Soren probably. Expert to Heracross, which is held by Starmie. Okay. Expert, there we go. I need to level up Lydian to 48. Superpower, no thanks. I also have to check one thing for the next fight. Okay, I'll check after we export everything. We go. Okay. 95 speed, okay, beautiful. And yeah, blah blah blah, okay. Let's import them. Everyone is pre-slept. And I'm the message speaker. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's Lance, I forgot. I forgot that this dude heals me. I was supposed to trigger earlier, and now I have to do this thing again. Dude, I always forget, the vanilla storyline. I always forget that for some reason. Fine, I'll do it again. Fine. Alright. Okay, now we're good to go. Alright. Okay, now there are only 4 grunts and 2 scientists that we have to fight. So, Grunt 10 starts with Bennett. This time, this Bennett has Shadow Tag. But we click Start a Punch and we kill. And this, always bait Kangaskhan. Exactly. It would go for either Superpower or Earthquake. There's Superpower. And now, highest damage move is Outrage. We got Probo. Nice. Now, Outrage doesn't work like Paddle Dance, so we're free to click Bulldoze once. Okay, it confuses. And now, we can safely switch it to Heracross on Superpower. And the Stain got speed drop, so we're going to be faster. And we kill with Arm Thrust. Now, the beautiful part about this line is that Heracross is always going to bait the most terrifying Pokemon of this grunt, which is the Goribus, which is pretty bulky, pretty hard to kill it, but I have a trick up my sleeve. Pin Missile, good night. Yes, I think 28 attack IVs, it's crazy. And Mawa comes in last. Unfortunately, we cannot quite kill this thing, so we have to do a couple of pivots. One, we switch to Wormadam on Ironhead, I think. Should always be Ironhead. Let me check again ranges because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. I messed up. I didn't teach U-turn. Oh god. I made a big mistake. That's not good. Well, I can only hit it. That's a bit spooky. Just a little bit. Because now it's trying to move. If it's Thunder Punch, I'm dead to crit. Can I ever go to Probopass? Probopass lives anything. I always go Probo. Nice. And now I think I'm always baiting Ironhead. Yeah, nice. I can go Houndoom. Oh wait, I'm dead to crit. I'm misplaying a lot. Yeah, that's not good. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's always Ironhead, by the way. But Dice Thunder Punch crit as well. I was supposed to play around that. Oh, because I was planning to U-turn, but I forgot to teach you to Wormadam. Yeah. Dude, I forgot that I have Psychic, and now I'm in trouble. How much does Sucker Punch do? It does nothing. Do I need anything here that it's really important? I have to sack something probably. Because if I go into Houndoom and get crit, I lose. I can legitimately wipe. So I think the play is sack Ledian, because Ledian doesn't do much for the rest of these fights. And it's 1 speed, which is pretty disappointing. But it could have been useful still a little bit, because now I only have Heracross as bug fighting. And Ledian could have been a support. That's unlucky. But I can't do anything else if I misplayed. It's my bad. Yeah, I don't need Ledian for anything. I'll just sack him. It sucks. But I have to get through this out safely. Oh, it would have been a crit. That crit was meant for Houndoom. Okay, fine. Okay, we're out of it. I forgot to teach U-turn, that's my bad. Well, I'm gonna teach her now, so I don't make any mistakes anymore. At least it was Ledian. It's not that crucial, but it could have gone a lot worse. At least Ledian is expendable. I don't know if it would have done anything on price, but I highly doubt. Because it's defensively very weak. It didn't last long. Good night. I really wanted this Ledian to be Iron Fist. Because it would have gone different. Oh well, can get them all. Alright. 10 deaths total, not great, but I mean we still have a really good box because we have Electrode, we have Torterra, we have a lot of good stuff. And we also have Heracross, Absol, and Probo, and Wormadam. I have some goats and I have some average mons, but not that big of a deal for now at least. So I grabbed this Electric Ball because I need it for the next fight, together with Probopass and Heracross and Absol, Wormadam and Licky Licky. Okay. No, I wanted to deposit Houndoom. Okay. Okay, let me check for everything. Because I didn't write in my notes, teach U-turn to Wormadam, because I thought I would have done it way earlier, but yeah, I misplayed. Happens. I guess my mental is fresh for now, so that's why I'm not that mad. Because it's very important to lock in these parts. Because had my mental been worse, I would have made even more mistakes and I probably would have lost the run. So yeah. Don't I have Hearthstone? No. Okay. Guess I'll do Wise Glasses. Actually, no, one of them needs Wise Glasses. I have to check the next fight. Oh, I see. One of them wanted Voice Glasses for Septo. But I guess I can go Shellbill to recover HPs. And I can give Voice Glasses to Probo. Yeah. No. Wait, where are Voice Glasses? I think someone has them in the box. No. So it's just me that I can't find them. Expert Bell. Oh, one of them has them. Okay. And XP, sure. No. I meant Shellbow. Okay. So let's save and export everything. And documents 11. Okay, cool. Everything is pre-stacked. Let me check the Worm at MS U-turn this time. Okay. Now I do. Okay. Okay, jump back in. It's time for run 11. Professor keeps stalking me out. Okay. Let me check one thing on our calculator. Okay, good. Do I have U-turn this time? I do. I do have black glasses on this thing. What have I written in my notes? Okay. Alright. Ground 11 leads with Feraligatr. We lead with Electro, then with Expert Bell we outspeed and kill with Thunderbolt. Main roll was 103.3%. Baits in Macargo as I expected. We're going to go hard Probopass and we'll Levitate. And we're clicking Power Gem now. The only move I can click now is Ancient Power. Let's not see a booster. Nice. This is a range, but it's likely to kill. Okay. And Frostless comes in. Going to Absol. I always live Crib, by the way. And we kill with Sucker Punch. Now this baits Credily. Yes. And this is always CQ, so we're going hard Heracross. And we kill with Arm Trust. And last Pokemon on Ground 11 is Sceptile. We're going hard Wormadam, it's probably always Fake Out. Nice. And now it's Signal Beam twice for the win. Oh, I actually got the range. It was unlikely to kill, but Wormadam is the greatest to ever exist. Okay. Alright. Now, up next is Scientist Mitch. The stats fight is a little bit harder, because it leads with Metagross, and not many Pokemon in my team one-shot it from full. Almost no one can one-shot this Metagross. So, I need Probo for sure. Actually, do I really need Probo? I might change my plan real quick. Because what if I lead with Electrode? If I lead with Electrode, I always baits the net, but it's actually a lot safer. Yeah. And I go Muscle Band. Yeah, I prefer it this way, because then the range is guaranteed. Yeah. Let's do Electrode. Oh, but actually, no. I'll do that though. Because I have to check my line again without Probo.
Actually, no, you know what? I have to keep Probo, I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that really 5?
1, 2, 3. Why do I have 5 Pokemon?
There's space for Electrode then. Okay, nice. Where's Houndoom? Oh, it's that. Okay. Wait, because I didn't put Heracross in my notes. Because Heracross is the one that has to take out Tropius. True. Hold on, I have to check my plan for Scientists, because it might be a bit unclear. Okay. I'm bringing Starmie for sure. Starmie kills, and then baits the Tropius. Go that. Okay. Knock off. Then I can actually do this. How much does Electro take from Gyron Pulse? A lot.
That Tropius is modest. Okay. This thing always kills the Kindler and baits Tropius. This, then go into this, U-turn into... Hold on.
I'm bringing Torterra because I need him for yeah. I need it for Bastiodon. At this point I bring Probo to 48. And I'm not going to bring Heracross, that's fine. Because I want a safer lead against the Metagross. So Heracross was supposed to come on this fight as well, but I've changed my plan really quickly. So Muscle Band to him, and I need U-turn. I've thought about something else. I'm changing plan so many times. But I've thought about something else for real. Because Heracross gets U-turn. So I might as well bring it. That's actually a more optimized plan now. I would get rid of CC because I don't need it at all. Yeah, I'll get rid of CC in favor of U-turn. Expert Bell to Starmie. Soft Sand to Torterra. Black Sludge. Wise Glasses. I think Houndoom in my notes was at 48. No, 49. I mean, I can bring it at any level now, even 48. With Charcoal. And Provo has to be a 48 as well. Didn't want Madame has Wise Glasses. No. Who has them? Oh, Provo has it. True. Alright, let me read everything. I'm going a bit slow, but I just wanted to change my plan on the flight. Okay. That's Flamethrower and Charcoal. There we go. Okay. Let's go in. I'll check one last thing. Yeah, I'm faster. And that thing has no priority. Nice. Because I forgot that Heracross has U-turn. Which is actually a good support mon right now. I think you can get an item up here. Yeah. Let's check for everything. Okay. Heracross Muscle Band, Charcoal, Expert Bell, and I have Thunderbolt. It's really important. Black Sludge, and I have Knockoff. Torterra, and Probo. Okay. I can go in now. Let's do it. Heracross always baits an headbutt, but we're going to U-turn. Guarantees an headbutt, we send Houndoom for free. And Metagross always dies to Flamethrower right now. At this level, it was like an 81.3% range, and I didn't want to risk that. So that was as safe as I could have planned. It baits Kindler. We're going hard Starmie. Starmie is never dead to both Crabhammer or Superpower Crib. We're always fine. And with Thunderbolt, we always kill this Kindler. And right now, we're always going to bait only Tropius. And it's going for Energy Ball. Nice. Nose to Death Drop. Nice. Okay. It's really important that we hit the knockoff and we get off the Bright Powder. Don't crit. Nice. Beautiful. This is always Dragon Pulse. We can pivot through Probopass now. And now we can, let's check Trophy Speed. Okay, everything is correct. And now we can go to Heracross on Energy Ball and we kill with Fin Missile. Speed F drop is super irrelevant. Fin Missile, good night. Even crit, it didn't matter. Now Bastiodon comes in, it's always slower. We're going hard Torterra because we're stalling out the Draco Meteor PPs with Synthesize. And we never died to crit. It could also protect, which would simplify things a bit. Okay. That's 2. Okay, that's 3. Beautiful, protect. Run. We always kill it, but let's play for the save. Easy. And it's done. I always would have killed it, but I wanted to do as safe as I could. Okay, that's fine. Let's speed up a little bit, because I'm afraid I might not do this in one sitting after I set them. So we gotta move. Probo, Gramble. Where's Gramble? Here. And Typhlosion. Okay. Marowak needs to be 49. Probo 48 is fine. Gramble 48. We're giving it Speed Share right off the bat. Let's get all items. Expert Bow. Why did I say it's Speed Share? Wise Blasters, where are they? Oh, Probo has them. Wise Blasters. Dupe Club, Oran, and Soft Sand to Typh. Okay. Okay, there we go. I wanna check one thing real quick. What is shift rebaiting? Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that I never baited the Sky Uppercut on Electrode. Okay. And Electrode always kills. Okay, beautiful. And I'm faster by 5. Okay. We have everything sorted out. Okay. Let's just go in. Oh, let me check the guaranteed range. Perfect. Okay. I shouldn't second guess myself. Like, if I plan like that, it has to go exactly how I planned. Well, okay. That Grunt 10 incident happened because I forgot to teach U-turn. So right now I'm double checking everything, triple checking if I can. Okay. So Expert Bell and I've Giga Drain. I forgot to teach U-turn. Whoops. I'll teach it now because I need it anyway for a later hideout fight. Okay. Dead Club, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Go in, Grunt 12, leads with a Rapirior. It has Solid Rock. Surely you never knocked this down in one hit. Wrong. Expert Bow, Giga Drain always kills it. And this always baits exactly Crobat. Nice. I have Wise Glasses, go Electrode. Cross Poison, okay. And we kill it with Thunderbolt in one hit. Now this should always send out Golem. Nice. Says Photos Man, yeah. U-turn. It has no Quick Claw. It has Focus Band. Let's go Marowak. And now let's Boomerang. No Focus Band proc. Nice. And now at this HP we always beat Starmie and it's always Surf. Which is why we're going back into Shift Tree. Nice. Now we need to Fake Out. Otherwise we wouldn't put it in guaranteed Sucker Punch range with Expert Bell for the kill. Crit is irrelevant. And now it's always Luxray. It should always click Fire Fang and only Fire Fang. So we send Gramble to get a -1 item. Nice. We always live crit, by the way. Yep, told you. And now let's send Probo for because we have to get a minimal chip. Beautiful. We always Volt Switch. Let me check the range with Typh on Luxray. Yep. Slow Volt Switch. Into guaranteed kill for Typhlosion. GG. Nice. We have 2 fights left before the main executives. Alright, we gotta move. Because I would like to do everything with my mic on. I really wouldn't like to have to turn off the mic at some point. We'll see. Okay. We have the last grunt, and then we have the last scientist. So, I'll use my mouse now to speed up a little bit. Heracross comes back in. Probo stays. Wormadam, Arbok. Okay. Let's move items. Expert Soft Sand, Speaker. Black Belt on Ari. Expert Belt on Electrode. Muscle Band on Heracross. Oran. Oran on Wormadam. And Expedia. I can't do Heracross 49 now that I think about it. Alright, let's save. I'm not spoiling anything for the main bosses yet. Okay. Everything pre-slapped. I think we're ready to go. Alright, let's go in. Oh, there's another item. There's nothing here. Okay. Okay. Alright, ready to go, pretty much. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. I pressed on my dock with all the notes instead of the emulator. Okay, we just picked CC. This is part normal, so it's gonna be super effective. We always kill it. And we are never dead to crit. This should always bait Satu. Nice. We're gonna go into Electrode. Here's Slash, okay. And we always kill it with Thunderbolt. Which should always bait the next Pokemon that's about to hit the field. And that is Torterra. Nice. U-turn. And we can go into Heracross. Let me check that I have Muscle Band. I do. EQ, we always live. Nice. And we're going to kill it with Pin Missile. Good night. Okay, and Muck comes in, so we're going to Hard Probo while I turn the lights on. Okay, so it's not darker right now. Okay, we're going to click Bulldoze. Thunder Punch, okay. There's the Quick Claw, okay. We always live. I got Quick Claw again, okay. It wasn't on cooldown. Okay. That's fine. We can always send Arbok on Thunder Punch. And Sucker Punch always kills. Easy. One fight left for the executives. And that is Scientist Ross, which again is a pretty simple fight on paper. Alright, Floto, Floto Electrode and Absol is here. I'll bring Shiftry just in case, but where is it? Where's Shiftry? Here. And just for the memes, I'm gonna bring both Shelder and Rollit. Yeah, let's do that. I really don't need them. I only need 3 mons for this fight. Someone else has its feature. Do I ever have to go pre-sleep? I don't think so. Black glasses, here. Floto technically needs no item, but I will give the white glasses just in case. Electro needs muscle ban actually. No, we'll... Yeah, actually, and Shiftry will Expert Bell. Okay, let's bring Absol to 48. Oops, I leveled up Floto, it's fine. This is the only fight where I'm not going to go pre-sleep for one turn. Because this fight is pretty simple. Let me grab just one TM. No, that's not a TM, it's PP Maps. Oops. Okay. There are no acts. Yeah, it's pretty free. It's pretty free. Let's just not misclick. Shockwave them. There's Grumpig, as I expected. Volt Switch into Electrode. I just want to check if I'm dead to Sucker Punch crit from Grumpig. Oops. Grumpig. Max rolls 52, we're fine. Okay. Okay. U-turn. Go Absol and we sweep from here. We Sucker Punch. And we Crunch. Told you, was super free. Let's trigger the cutscene and let's unlock the door, but we're gonna go back. Okay. We're at the doorsteps of Petrol. Let's go. I think it's been 2 hours since I started. Shoot. Okay. Let's bring the team. Dotsicroak, Probopass, Noctowl, Gengar, Wormadam, and Heracross. Okay. Now I'm not going to move fast because I have to check my line again. Hello? Okay. Okay. Okay, we have to level up Noctowl and everyone else. So Toxicroak has to be 49. Same thing Probo. Flash Cannon, no temps because I have Magna Bomb. Noctowl will be at 40. Let's also teach Psycho Boost. I'll do 49. 49 also for Gengar. Yeah, everyone at 49 so far. Okay, now let's do Black Belt. I have to check one thing. Yeah, even with Muscle Band I always kill. Yeah. So I'll do Muscle Band and give Expert Belt to Probo instead. Wormadam needs Wise Glasses. This thing needs Twisted. Okay. Let's export everything. I might have gone so fast through the entirety of the idol, but as I explained before, I planned for everything specifically offline, just to do this in one sitting. Import, download, there we go. Okay. Everything is pre-selected. Let me check the moves. What do I need Probopass for? Oh, for Pidgeot, true. True, I forgot. I remember now, it's fine. Okay, this has its Speaker, this has Black Sludge. I have U-turn and Sinnoh Beam, okay. This plan should work. Okay. I have to remember my line though. This, go into this, bait this. Then that thing comes back in. Bait that. and we go from there. Okay. Alright, we're fighting Petrol. Let's go. Let's go in. It's time. Alright. Petro is going to lead with a huge power Pidgeot. It's not Nodar yet. It will be a good info for later. For now, we're leading with Toxicroak because we have to make sure that this thing never switches out and never takes U-turns. So, we're going to Fake Out with Toxicroak so that we always bait Wing Attack into Probopass. Nice. And now, we're clicking Power Gem, and with Expert it always kills from this range.
We always live crit. Nice.
The beautiful part about this thing is that I should always bait Mud Mortar because it sees a score of 5. Nice. And the beautiful part about this Mud Mortar is that it's only going to ever click Focus Blast and nothing else, because it sees a kill with it. So we're going to knock out. Oh, that's true, Insomnia. Special defense drop doesn't matter, because we always kill with Psycho Boost. And now I should always bait Absol. Nice. And Absol can only click Night Slash or Shadow Claw. It can't click any other move, which is why we're going to Toxicroak. Shadow Claw, that's fine, we always live crit. Fake Out. And now, thanks to the Black Belt, I do have the Black Belt, yes. Thanks to the Black Belt, Mach Punch always outspeeds and kills. Because Toxicroak is slower, but thanks to the priority, we always kill it. And this should bait Poroglide. Nice. Poroglide that is only going to click Earthquake or Fake Out. Which is why we're going to Gengar. Nice. Now, he's going to outspeed me, and this Poroglide has Fake Out, Earthquake, and Body Slam. 75% of his coverage, Gengar is immune to it, so it's going to always switch out. Ooh, I'm faster. Interesting. Oh, it crit as well. What's gonna send in? Wailord, as I expected. We have a pretty intricate plan for this thing. We're going hard War Madame. I use his dive, okay. We're clicking Protect. And now we have to hit him with a couple of Signal Beams. The only way we get into some troubles is if we get multiple Quick Claw procs, because this Wailord has Quick Claw. Okay, nice. That's the only way I found to kill this Wailord safely. Hyper Voice. Why did they click that? Okay, that's actually a bit spooky, but I think I'm fine with that for now. A crit, dude. Insane! Oh man. Nice. But wait. This can't click AP. How much does it do into War Madame? Because I'm tempted to stay in. I'm gonna stay in at least one turn. There's AP. No boosters. Why did it do so much? I have to check one thing. Hold on.
Why did it do so much? Are stats wrong? I don't know. Dude, Ancient Power literally says on my calculator that it does 33 to 39 and it just did 52 for no reason. Hold on. Nothing should change in my plan though. 97? Yeah. And special attack is 112. What are my stats? Why are my stats wrong? And why did it do 54? 52 I mean. I'm confused. Okay, I'm just tuning in a little bit. But because it's Ancient Power, I'm always going to switch into Toxicroak. It's correct. No boosters, please. Nice. This doesn't have Bright Powder. We're clicking Fake Out. And Croak always outspeeds and kills the Stropius. Okay. I have to calc when I finish the stream because it's quite strange. Because I literally saw. It literally said in my calculator 33 to 39 with Ancient Power. Whatever, we win. Let's speed up and Dark Pulse. Oh, I even flinched it. Nice. And that's Petrol. Oh! I realize now, the Spadef drop from Hyper Voice. True, that don't... Everything makes sense now. It makes a lot of sense now. The Hyper Voice Spadef drop, I realize now. I completely forgot about the Special Defense drop from Hyper Voice. Which is why we steered a little bit. Okay, all good. Okay, at least now I know what was the inconsistency in my plan. At least I realize now. Which makes me a happier man, at least. Okay, Petrol was more or less manageable. But now we have one of the hardest fights, if not the single hardest fight in the game. At least for mid-game. Because still, I'm going to be crazy, but I consider Price Split to be still mid-game. Because then there's a lot of stuff in late game that goes after Price. And that there's many bosses that make the late game a little bit longer than vanilla. Okay. Let's check my notes one last time, because this is the last fight for Rocket Hideout and for this stream. And I'm really hoping that everything goes according to plan. The plan is... The plan that I came up for this 12v12 is Toxicroak. And thanks to Hyper Cutter, it can sit against the two leads that are Tyranitar and Arbok. Probopass, who is literally the most defensive tank that I have in my box, and synergize well with other mons that are going to be included in the team. Gengar, who synergizes well with Probopass. I'm going to bring Typhlosion, who is the only fire immunity and also an electric type immunity. And it's pretty fast and useful for some threats. This will be a slight surprise, but I'm actually going to bring Shiftry. Normally some people would bring Absol, but I
I was in desperate need for a water resist because there are some mons that have water type attacks, and I think Shift 3 is a pretty good one. Also with the dark type, it synergizes well with the Gengar and Probopass very well, and even with the poison type on Toxic Roach and Bug type. Last is going to be Goribis, because it turns much better than Starmie. It's slightly slower, but is the Pokemon that is probably the most expendable of the 6. But it is incredibly hard still. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, but yeah. Shift 3 has to be 50. Leaf Storm. I think I'll delete Dark Pulse. I don't think I'll need Dark Pulse. And I'm gonna bring Shift 3 to level 50. Same thing goes for Goribis. Hydro. No, I'm not gonna teach Hydro. Okay, now onto the items that I have to give. Think I'll give Cherry Berry to Croak. I'll give Oran to Probo. I'll give Black. Danger is going to keep the Black Sludge. Yeah. Typhlosion will hold the Soft Sand. Shift 3 will hold the Black Glasses. And Goribis will hold an Expert Belt. That's the plan. You know what? Just for fun, I'm teaching Thunderbolt to Gengar, because you never know. Actually, not even Thunderbolt. Do I? Yeah, why not? This is a last minute call. And probably I'm only teaching Psychic. Because there's a Dark Pulse TM, I can always teach it back. These were the last minute calls that I'm doing right now. No one will U-turn? Okay. Okay, let me do the save file one more time. Oop. Okay, I was going to refresh the page. Okay, let me download. Okay. Now let's import and everyone should be pre-slept. Okay. Alright. It's time to go in. I think for the most part my plan should be pretty good. Let's look at everything. I think I'll what about, can anyone learn Drain Punch actually? No. Break Break? No. I think I'd do Strength on Probo over Bulldoze. Yeah, I'll do it. This is the last second call by me. And I guess I'll do Black Belt. Okay. I think now we're good to go. This is a very last minute decision, but everything else should be fine. Actually, I'll do Expert Bell on Typhlosion and Shell Bell on Goribus. That's actually better, in my opinion. Okay, let's go in. It's time. This is one of, if not, the single most difficult fight in the game. 12v12 against these two executives, and we're partnered with Lance. I might say though that my team is slightly better than his. So thanks to the fact that I'm Hypercutter, Toxic Roach ignores the attack drops. Which is why we can simply fake out on T-Tar to break the sash. Okay, a crit. This is actually really bad. Jolteon comes in. I think I'm fine, because Jolteon is going to target Aero anyway. So I can safely go for the kill on T-Tar. Okay, nice. That works really well. I think I could have sent Miss Magius if it saw Croak. Beautiful, no rocks are up. Into Snorlax? Interesting. Okay. This is surely turnable. I either go Typhlosion or Probopass, but I think Typhlosion would take so much damage from Jolteon. But Type dies to Body Slam Crit, so I think going into Probo is always correct. Or I stay in. No, there's no point. I'll go Probo. Going Probo is correct. Nice, that's so good. Jolteon is down. Body Slam Torterra, okay, fine. There's Sunstro. The problem is that it's going to be a random target from Munchcrow, which means I could either stay in or swap, but I'm probably going to swap. This is always superpower. I think I'll go Toxic Roach on superpower, because if I go Gengar, I get knocked off and I don't want that thing to happen. But I have to check, because Gengar is dead to Brave Bird from Munchcrow. Yeah, it's super dead to Brave Bird. I think going to Toxic Roach is correct, regardless of what happens. Okay, it actually attacked Terra. I could have stayed in, but there was no way of knowing that. That's bad. A crit. Wow. No way, man. Okay, now what do we do? Wait, that's really terrible. I think I'd go Shift 3 and fake out Munchcrow. Dude, Lance, what are you doing, man? You're so bad. Oh. Well, at least I can go freely into Probo on Brave Bird. but this is so bad. Dragon Pulse, it doesn't even kill. Never mind, it does. Okay. Camerupt comes in. I think Slow Volt switches the play. Actually, no, I stay in because it can still attack me with Body Slam. Actually, no, Slow Volt switch is always correct. Lance, you're actually stupid, dude. You could even Focus Blast on Snorlax. Oh, what is he going to do? Earth Power? Stone Edge, and it actually missed. Okay, that's pretty good. I can Muddy now. Okay, on Snorlax. Nice. I have to risk knockoff, but this is my best shot I have. Because Camerupt is out. Okay. I was that to crit though. This is between Shadow Ball. No, this is always Shadow Ball. It could also be Thunderbolt, but it's probably Shadow Ball. It's probably Shadow Ball and knockoff. I think the best shot I have is Shift 3. Actually, does Gorbis die to Body Slam? No. I don't think it dies. Actually, there are some rolls where I die. In this case, I would go Probo, which is safe. Yeah, Probo is the play. Okay. Hyper Beam on Snorlax. Okay, interesting. Okay. Whatever. Now I know it's always going to be Aura Sphere on Probo. Yeah. Dude. Lance, you suck so much, man. It missed Hurricane, man. It's so bad. Well, at least this is always Shadow Ball or Psychic, so I do a Shift 3. But man, there's one thing you had to do, and you didn't do it. Well, now I kill it with Sucker Punch. Okay, no Reflect, beautiful. Lance, do something, man. You're useless. Do something. Okay. Gliscor comes in. This is U-turn on me. So I have to go Gengar. Okay. Wait, this is the last one on the right side. Okay. It's going to ever click U-turn. It will ever click U-turn. So I can go Probo. Because it's knockoff. Okay, Wind. Okay. Probo. I can stay in with Probo now. Okay. I have to hope that D-Knight gets targeted. Nice. The right side is out, I think. Beautiful. And we get the attack off. That's great. Okay. Okay. Hit him. Nice. What's next though? It could be Machamp. Okay. That's good, because I can send Gengar in. While Blastoise gets an attack. Okay. Psychic kills him. Okay. Then there's Espeon, I think. Houndoom. I forgot about that. I think I go Shift 3 now. This is always Dark Pulse. It's nothing else, so I go Shift 3. Okay. Don't crit. Okay, nice. That's so good. And on the next thing that comes in... Ooh, Gengar came earlier than anticipated. Do I still kill it without the black glasses? Because they have been knocked off. Wait, do I still have them? What do I do without the black glasses? I still kill it. Okay. Sucker Punch. Nice. And last is Espeon, I think. This is Sinnoh Beam. I think it's always Sinnoh Beam. It's nothing else. Okay. Let's do something. Okay. I think it's only Espeon left. And now this is Psychic or HP Ground. And we go back to Shift 3 and we should win. We're fine from crit, yeah. Alright, Lance, I'll give you one turn to finish this Espeon while I fake out. I might actually do it. Okay. That's the 12v12, but we lost one of my best fighting types in my box. Losing Toxicroak really sucks, man. Which means that planning for price might be harder. But yeah, what can I do? This is so rough, man. These type of fights are so difficult. Alright, let's just kill these electrodes. Oof, I'm not quite happy with how it went. I thought I had an insane line, but Lance decided to ruin my plan because I crit the Arbok. Yeah, that's rough, but there's nothing I have to do. I don't think there's anything I could have done differently. Because if I swapped out multiple times, then I would have gone too low and then I would have gotten in danger. So overall, I'll take Rip Toxicroak. I really was looking forward to find a line for the Elite Four for the Frog, but it's set to soon go out. I lost 2 fighting types, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's probably not the end of the world because I still have Ari, I still have Gramble, and I still have my goat, Heracross, so it might not be too crucial, but it might haunt me for a bit. It might make some fights a lot more difficult.
We'll see. Anyway, I'm done for today. This was a really long stream. I'm glad that I managed to get there in one sitting. Overall, I'm happy with how it went. Ledian incident, sure. Unlucky. Toxic or death, really unfortunate. But at this point, it's just survive and advance. Well, that's it. I'm gonna get off.